Hey guys, it's Jess, and I'm back again today to do a book review on The Iron Daughter by Julie Kagawa. So, The Iron Daughter is the second book in the Iron Fae series, and if you have not read The Iron King, I definitely would not recommend watching this video. There will be some spoilers for the first book, so step back now. I don't want to spoil you. I'll also go ahead and mention that I did read The Winter's Passage, which is the novella that the author wrote to go in between the end of the first book and the beginning of the second book. You're not missing any vital information if you don't read it. It basically covers the journey that Megan and Ash take from her house to Winter's Court in Tir na Nog, and like I said, it's not crucial that you read it. You're not missing anything really important, but it's interesting to see what that journey is like for them. The Iron Daughter starts after Megan has been at the Winter's Court for about a month, and she basically tells you that when Ash took her to Winter's Court and dropped her off, he basically shut down on her, and that they haven't had any communication since. And it's sort of scary for her at the Winter's Court. She doesn't really know what's waiting for her. She doesn't really know what Queen Mab's plans are for her. There are a lot of really scary creatures, even more reckless and violent than the Summer's Court. So she's just been sort of in a constant state of worry, waiting to see what's going to happen. While she's there, I should say, they have a ceremony called the Exchange, and the Exchange is basically where the Summer's Court comes to the Winter's Court and hands over the Scepter of Seasons. And this signifies nature's change from the spring and summer seasons to the fall and winter seasons. And of course, it happens every year, and it's time for the ceremony. And very shortly after the ceremony takes place, the scepter is stolen, and the Winter Court believes that the Summer Court actually stole the scepter back, and because of that, they want to go to war with the Summer Court. And Megan knows that the scepter was actually stolen by the Iron Fae, and she actually was there when it happened, and she saw it, and so now she is on a mission to steal the scepter back from the Iron Fae and restore it back to the Winter Fae, so that the war will not take place. So that's basically what this is about Megan trying to get the scepter back from the Iron Court. So I was really interested in this book because I really enjoyed the first book, The Iron King. I loved what Julie Kagawa did with the world that she created. I loved all the vivid imagery. I loved a lot of the concepts that she introduced, like the Iron Fae. I thought was awesome. I really enjoyed a lot of the characters. And really the only part that I had an issue with was the romance between Megan and Ash. And I was really hopeful that this book was going to, it was all going to make sense. I was going to finally, embrace this romance and, and feel much better. I can't say that happened. I still enjoyed a lot of the story. I still really love the concept of the Iron Fae. I love a lot of the characters. I love what they're doing, what they did with Iron Horse, for example. I thought that was great. So still a lot of things to like about the story, but the thorn is this romance, and I still don't get it. I don't understand, and I'm so disappointed because I was really hoping that this was going to be the book that was going to turn everything around, but we're still seeing Ash be this sort of passionless guy, and like I said, I enjoy a tragic silent type every once in a while, but there does have to be passion behind it, and I just don't see that in Ash. And I mean, I can see moments where the author's trying to introduce that, but it just doesn't really come through for me. And it's getting to the point where I'm starting to get irritated with Megan, because I don't understand why she likes this guy. And I'm irritated with Ash because I don't understand why he is that guy. I don't see any joy in their relationship. I don't see, where they are giving each other what they need. It just seems like this is a romance that was sort of manufactured. This person and this person are supposed to be together. We don't need to tell you why. They're just supposed to be. Just accept it. And I can't, because you have to show me why a relationship works. And this is a book in which Megan makes a lot of rash decisions, some really major, major choices, and a lot of them are heavily influenced by how she feels about Ash. And this is the first time that I was starting to get really mad at Megan, because here she is making all of these huge choices for Ash, and yet he has not shown himself to be the kind of person worthy of that kind of love. And, and of course, on the other side, there is this other male character who really does seem to be giving her everything she needs. And for some inexplicable reason, she doesn't want it. And I don't understand. I don't understand why we're supposed to love Ash more than we love Puck. I don't understand. And I'm frustrated with the author, because I would have thought by now that I would get it. So anyway, I could talk a lot about this, but I'm not going to. So basically the bottom line is I'm still enjoying the story. I still like a lot about it. But the romance, because it was so heavily featured in this particular book, it made it harder for me to enjoy, and I am starting to get a little frustrated with the characters because I don't understand the emotion. I don't understand the relationships. So I had to give this book 3 stars because I'm still liking it, but I'm slowly getting turned off by even more turned off by the romance. And so, but I still wanted to read The Iron Queen, which I did. And so I'll be doing a review of that shortly. And so 3 stars for The Iron Daughter. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.